movement. And when I spoke with them, I found out that they were on the verge of coming to terms with the fact that, in all reality, the Zeitgeist movement as a whole is controlled. And once you reach a certain point in your ideas, or once you want to step a little bit further away from, what Mr. Peter Joseph, the dictator of the Zeitgeist movement, has to say, well, you don't have any input, and they just kick you out of the group essentially. If you start asking certain questions, you press certain issues too hard, they'll, much like We Are Change has done to a couple of their chapters, bloop, right off the map. They'll just kick you out. They're not going to have that. That's how it works. Now, the name of this person who she used to be the Chicago coordinator for the Zeitgeist movement, Angela Schauber, and a man who is in line for a position to be a coordinator for the Chicago Zeitgeist movement, Tisak Olivo, who both were kicked out, exiled from the Zeitgeist movement for asking questions and demanding that the chapters and the people that were providing input were being heard, and actually having their suggestions, be considered and listened to at least. This is something that in the Zeitgeist movement, if you're not down with Mr. Peter Joseph's plan, then, well, you can find the door. And this is not at all what the Zeitgeist movement is supposed to be about. So, I will be having Angela and Tizak on my show this coming Sunday, and we will be going over quotes from the national coordinator of the Zeitgeist movement. I will be providing screenshots of certain things, and I also have their audio clips. I'm not sure exactly what clips we will or won't be playing on the show, but there are audio clips, many files that I have on the Zeitgeist movement, and it should be an absolutely riveting show. So tune in. That's going to be this coming Sunday at slimswazy.com. My show, In Search of the Truth. I am Derek in the Midwest, and you can catch that again 7 to 9 p.m. this coming Sunday at slimswazy.com. Moving on from the announcement, yesterday I called in to talk with Mr. Alex Jones, and when I called and confronted Alex about the CNP, his cage was rattled, and he spent the next, 15 or so minutes rambling on and babbling about God knows what. You could just tell by what he was doing and how it turned out that he certainly was shaken. And also, this caused him to bring up the issue of the Council for National Policy with none other than Phyllis Schlafly when he had Schlafly on his show. Now, when Schlafly came on the show, it was nothing except for whitewashing the issue of the Council for National Policy and promoting the Republican Party. Now, Alex Jones, as you will hear in the call audio, claimed to me that he was above the two-party system. He's beyond that. Republicans and Democrats, no, Alex Jones don't deal with that. He's beyond the two-party system. Well, if that's true, Jones, I hope you're listening to this. If that's true, then why were you not up Phyllis Schlafly's ass like nobody's business about promoting the Republican Party and about talking? Phyllis Schlafly actually said that she does not believe in any third party. She believes in our two-party system. Two choices, that's it. And it's not even a choice in all reality, as I think most of you well know. So, you really can't get much more down with the New World Order than promoting this phony two-party system and keeping people in the left-right paradigm. So Schlafly, believe me, I already knew, but this is the nail in the coffin, bitch. You're exposed. And as far as Jones goes, YouTube.com/Derek in the Midwest has a bunch of great videos up there detailing many fallacies and the nefarious deeds and the hypocrisies of none other than Alex Jones, and the irresponsible journalism and the fear-mongering. I mean, you can go on and on with this about Alex Jones. Now, I'll play the audio from the call, and what I did was I took the audio of the call, and then after, because what they did was I was in the middle of my call, and conveniently, of course, they cut to break, when they find out what I'm getting into and that I have my thoughts, my wits about me, and my thoughts are clear. I know what I'm talking about when I speak on the Council for National Policy. They didn't like that too much, so they cut to commercial, and they cut my mic off. I was trying to get a few things out, and I didn't know until I heard the rebroadcast. I was like, they actually cut the line. Well, I wasn't too surprised, and I figure, honestly, my call will probably be edited out of the Prison Planet archive. So if there are any listeners out there who are subscribers to PrisonPlanet.tv, go ahead and listen or watch the PrisonPlanet.tv film or rebroadcast or whatever this whatnot is. Go in there, log into your account, and pull up the archive for the video, PrisonPlanet.tv video, the Alex Jones show from January 25th, 2011, 125-2011, and check that out for yourself. It was about, I want to say it was like an hour and a half into the show, something like that. My call comes up, and you can see for yourself if that call is in there or not. My call comes right after a call of a guy who sounds French Canadian, and I actually cracked a joke about that. And Jones was kind of a douche. I know that Jones knows who GSP is. Can't pretend that he doesn't know who he is. He knows who Fedor is, knows Fedor Emelianenko, but doesn't know GSP. I don't buy it. I think he was just being kind of douchey personally, but that's just me. But the point is, this isn't about Jones being douchey. This is about proof that Jones is dirty, not douchey. Straight up dirty. So, check out the info I have on Alex Jones and the Council for National Policy on my YouTube channel. And with no further ado, we can get into this call of myself confronting Alex Jones on his own show on the issue of the Council for National Policy.
In 1991 was Bush Sr. And at that time...
well, Richard, you're going to have to send me an article on this or something if you want to go over it. I appreciate your call. I'm not going to get into it. Let's go ahead and take a call here. Let's go ahead and talk to Derek in Minnesota. Derek, you're on the air. Thanks for calling.
Hey, no problem, Alex. What's going on? I thought you were talking to GSP for a second.
I don't know what's GSP.
Oh, George St. Pierre. He's a French-Canadian MMA fighter. I thought you might know if you pay attention to mixed martial arts now and then. You had Charlotte Iserbyt, I think, on sometime recently,
yes.
And she wanted to go over the CNP issue, and during that interview, you actually claimed that Joel Skousen agreed with her position on the CNP, and that's completely incorrect. Actually, Joel Skousen you had on previously, and Joel said that the group was ineffectual and did nothing but collect fees, and Iserbyt said that they were nothing but dirty and that they're the top of the Republican Party, the dirtiest of the dirty players in power.
Sure, but I mean, Derek, you know, like you imply, she wanted to talk about it. I had her on specifically for a second interview because at the end of a show once she was bringing it up and the show ended, so I had her back up for more than 30 minutes to get into it. Then it went off into Ronald Reagan, and I'm going from memory about what Skousen said. He was talking about conservative groups in Washington. I thought he'd said the CNP, but we'll have him back up and bring that up to him. You know, I do 3-4 hours of radio every day, so I had her on to cover the subject. I mean, is there something wrong with that?
No, not at all. I think it's about time you talked about it. I mean, you've been covering it up for like how many years now? People have tried to bring it up to you, and you've claimed that it was a CFR-funded left-wing conspiracy theory, and it was a big distraction.
Well, sir, I'm above left-wing and right-wing, and I do think the Council on Foreign Relations is more powerful than that conservative spinoff group. But, I mean, people invent things to be controversies as drama queens. People are so jealous of this show.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should...
And we had a caller earlier wanting me to talk about the CMP. So you want it, you got it. I'm going to bring it up to Phyllis Schlafly when she comes up on the show in the last 30 minutes. And some other issues. I tried to get into it last time, but she got on the show 15 minutes late. And so we only had about 10 minutes with her, but I'm going to bring that up because, people say, well, bring this up about Israel, so I do, or bring this up about the Vatican, so I do, bring this up. And then it's like, when I do bring it up, you're bad. And I'm just like, what? I mean, it's crazy. And that's what some folks do. They go, well, Alex Jones is interviewing Jewish people. He must work for Israel. Or Alex Jones is interviewing Catholics. He must work for them, as if Catholics or Jews are bad. Or as if I'm not allowed to interview people. Or Alex interviewed somebody that was part of the CFR or the CMP. Or Alex Jones had the heir to the Rothschild fortune on. You bet I did. And if other talk show hosts and people that are jealous of this show and the fact that we reach millions of people would learn journalistic skill, they could do that. See, 4 years ago, I saw that David de Rothschild, heir to the richest fortune on the planet, had a new children's book out about environmentalism and basically hating yourself and turning everything over to the Rothschild Carbon Trading Company. We called, this is how producers do it for those that don't know, we called the publisher. And we said, when are they going to do a promotions blitz, just like Brad Meltzer's doing right now? And they said, he's doing one on Earth Day, and we can give you 10 minutes. He's doing about 50 interviews that day. And we said, yes, we want to promote his book. Yes. And so they just dial the number, put him on the phone. He's like, who is this? Right before we go live, I go, oh, it's Alex Jones. He goes, wait, Alex Jones, I've heard of you. And then we go live, and then I start blasting him on air. So he stayed on trying to defend himself. I ripped him to pieces. I put it in the film Endgame, and that's proof that I'm a Rothschild agent because I was able to get him on the show. Or I worked for Pat Buchanan because in the early 1990s, it was actually in 92, and then again a little bit in 96, George Humphrey, who was waking up to the New World Order, city council member, who'd been a liberal, he was supporting Pat Buchanan because he was anti-NAFTA and GATT. And I have Pat Buchanan on, it's like everything Pat Buchanan ever stood for, you stand with him. It's just mental illness. And it's about making everything about Alex Jones and not about the information I'm covering, exposing the TSA takeover, exposing the martial law preparations, exposing the banking takeover, exposing what's happening all over the world, exposing the move towards anti-gun. That's what this show is about issues. But just incredible, absolutely incredible. If you didn't hear that last caller, it's funny. I have Phyllis Schlafly coming on. I plan to even ask her about that, and that'll just be more proof I'm evil, because I know how to pick a telephone up and get someone on the show. I mean, this is a real radio show. We're actually on big affiliates all over the country. We call and get guests on. I have a big crew. I mean, it's just lie upon lie upon lie upon lie. I mean, I see these endless lies put out by people that Genesis is owned by some Saudi Arabian. They say Genesis is owned by a porno company because there's a Genesis porno magazine and production house. People say we're owned by ABC because out of all the satellites we've leased that you could call and lease, one of them was ABC for a few years because that's what stations pick us up off of. This is disinformation, and it's put out by people counting, probably government in most cases, counting on people's ignorance, manipulating their ignorance to try to distract from what we're doing. But I should be glad this is going on. It means we're having a huge effect. I should be glad that Nightline's demonizing me. And I should be glad that MSNBC and CNN are demonizing me and saying I'm dangerous and evil, because it means we're doing the right thing. It means we're having an effect. Now, not to be distracted any further, but that is an important lesson for folks. I want to get into some news.
All right. Now, as you heard in that clip, I confronted Mr. Jones, and in my opinion, he handled it absolutely poorly. You could tell at the end that he even made that nervous little laugh, and he stutter-stepped into the break. He was just fumbling his words. Some people just try to make this stuff up at Drama Queens. People are jealous of this show. Like that nervous little guilty-ass laugh at the end there. I mean, if you know how to read somebody, then you absolutely know that Alex Jones is full of BS in this situation. And if you would like to see how much proof I have of Alex Jones being full of BS in what he says regarding the Council for National Policy and everything else that he brought up in his, I guess, defense after they dropped me from the call and came back after break, hit up my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Derek in the Midwest. I have a series of videos that I'm doing exposing Alex Jones for covering up for